I was saying earlier this morning that I was going to be talking to a man who is walking the length of the country. He's going to be starting his walk tomorrow morning at the tip of Cork, and he's walking all the way up to Antrim, and it's to raise awareness of parental alienation. And he believes that the services need to be improved both sides of the border, and he's doing it in partnership with the charity Dolce Vita project, and it's an early intervention and prevention support service for women, men, families affected by domestic abuse, coercive control and alienating behaviours. They are based in Derry, but they work wherever possible with families north and south of Ireland. And Charlie Magill is the man who is going to be doing that mammoth walk to raise awareness of parental alienation. Charlie Magill, you are arriving into Cork today, and you're going to be starting a walk tomorrow, Saturday, from West Cork, and you're hoping to make it the whole way up to the top of the country. Just tell me a little bit about the challenge that you have ahead.
Yeah, I'm walking from just outside Skibbereen to Glenarm, my own local village. It's 364 miles, 26 miles a day for 14 days. I'm doing the walk to highlight the problem of parental alienation. And I witnessed somebody going through parental alienation, somebody close to me, and I've seen how devastating mentally, physically, emotionally it affects somebody. And the surrounding, even the extended family. And it's just, I just thought I don't think, or it doesn't seem to be right, that one parent, that's either man or woman, has the right to keep children away from a biological, loving parent.
And this, of course, is the charity Dolce Vita project, trying to highlight parental alienation and the effects that it can have on people.
I got involved with Dolce Vita project, Donna Maria Lug, who set up the charity. I got involved as a subcommittee to try and help her highlight and get emotion through the councils to try and get it highlighted as the problem that it is and the damage it does to the alienated parent, plus the damage it does to the alienated children. Like most cases, it's the father or mother is just took out of their life, and the whole family circle, and probably in a lot of cases they don't even really know where they are or for what reason.
And I suppose, like Charlie as well, you were saying that by doing this walk, you'd like to highlight the fact that we need more supports here, both north and south of the border. Yeah,
I think it was Dawn actually when I first spoke to her, I was trying to get something done as an all-island approach to it, because it affects. I've actually found out since I started the walk and the amount of messages and the amount of people that's been getting in touch with me, that it's not only in Ireland that's a problem, it's a problem nearly worldwide. It's definitely through the UK and Europe, and there's a couple of people that actually sent private messages. I was kind of surprised from America that has got to hear tell it some way and they're following it, and it's a big problem there as well. So it seems to be everywhere.
And what kind of supports do you think are needed? Like, what are we doing wrong? What do we need to have here?
I think in some of the cases that I've heard, like the parent that does alienating seems to make up an allegation or something. They accuse the other parent of something, and generally get out a court order or whatever. And then, understandably, that if it is something they're accusing them of, it has to be investigated or whatever. But then whenever that's cleared, then there's something else brought up. I know in the case that I knew, the lack of communication between the contact centres, the social services, just failings in a lot of different areas, and the courts or the legal system doesn't seem to recognise it as a problem. And I think that needs to change. It's, as I said at the start there, it's to watch somebody go through it. Like, it's awful. I've been talking to, it's a young person now, and they're roughly probably in their 20s. I was talking to a young person come to me, and they went through it. They were alienated from their parent, and they said, like, it wasn't until they kind of come up into their late teens they wanted to find out the other side of their family, and I wouldn't want to get into details, but like she says, like how it affected. They said how it affected them. Like just wondering all the time, and nobody wanted to answer any questions. You know, I'm not saying that's maybe in all cases, but that's I suppose the worst case.
And Charlie, is that the whole idea behind your walk? You're trying to do, is it a marathon a day, and you're going from the south of Ireland up to the north of Ireland, and I presume that's to highlight the need for these supports all over the country? Yes.
Well, as I said, whenever I joined the Vita project, I wanted to do something. I wanted to try and help, and it meant a lot to me, and I thought I would need to do something big to try and get people, even just to get the conversation started about parental alienation, because it's like kind of mental health is also a problem with it, because as you can understand, when somebody's been through it, then it's the mental anguish of always wondering, like if they can't get in touch with their child or children, it's like wondering where they are, what they're doing, like how they're getting on at school or whatever. So that has a mental impact on the parent, never mind the child. And when I got involved with it, I'm sorry, I wanted to help in some way, and then I come up around Christmas time. I kind of thought, well, to get it noticed or get the conversation started, I needed to do something big. So I thought, walking the length of Ireland, a marathon a day, people would kind of register like a marathon a day. It's a big task. So
a big task is right. It's like 561 kilometres in total, is it?
That could be right. Over 364 miles.
And you're starting off on Saturday, 23rd of July, which is this Saturday, at Trag Bonlahan in County Cork.
That's right. I started there, and then my sisters went down. I have a great support behind me with my wife and the children and the whole family circle and friends. I just can't hardly believe the support. And a couple of my sisters and my mother went down, and they come up through the route a few months ago just to kind of see it. And we're staying in Gaelic clubs every night when we finish. Well, I think there's one night maybe it's in a pub.
Yeah.
And another night a hotel. But most of the places where we stop in the valleys, we're using a GAA club to stay in at night and use their facilities for showering and different things. And then that's to get people talking about, like, this person's coming through and the whole reason for it, to try and make it more aware.
Brilliant. And it's Tragbach in Bonlahan in Cork on Saturday. On Sunday then you're travelling out from Shanlara, Curradrina in Cork. Then on Monday it's Dunamore, Lacaban, Cork, and then on Tuesday Kildare in Cork, and then you're heading out then to Tipperary. And have you been doing a lot of training before this, or is this like these kind of lengthy walks? Is this something that you do a lot of?
No, I never did anything like that. I've been on a farm and I've been on my feet all my life. As somebody said to me the other day, "Oh, Charlie, you'll be fit to do it. You've been on your feet 51 years." But I've through my work, and I started. I've been doing a lot of walking anyway, and then I started training back in January, and it's trying just to get the time. I was trying to do at least 2 to 3 nights a week, maybe 8-10 miles after work, and then do a long walk at the weekend at the first, and then I built it up then to doing 2 long walks at the weekend. So then I built it up to 4 Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. I done a couple of them, like 4, like 20, 22, 26 and a half and 26 and a half. One day I done 28. So I built it up for a few times back to back, you know, and I felt okay at the end of it, like, so a wee bits of nagging pains, but I think that's more to do with age. But it was I'd done as much training as I could, and I feel ready anyway. So just hopefully with the help of God, everything will go right.
Brilliant. Well, hopefully it will. And if anybody sees you on your travels through Cork, I'm sure they'll come out and support you and give you a wave.
Yes, that would be well nice, because it's surprising, like, how there's...
Fantastic.
I wouldn't say I ever felt negative about doing it, but sometimes we doubt in your mind, what if this happens or that happens? But when you get the amount of support I'm getting, it's kind of surprising how it keeps pushing you on.
Brilliant.
So,
well, listen, best of luck with it, and we might touch base with you again when you're finished and find out how you got on.
that'll go in nice. Thank you very much.
Okay, best of luck.
Thank you for covering this.
No hassle at all. Thank you very much, Charlie, and best of luck with the walk.
Right, thank you.
And Charlie does